Is this it?
Is this lousy
Finally.
attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion.
Hello.
Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Can you describe him?
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Escaped?
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Ew.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
That's a funny name.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Okay. He said that is in the garden, right? I'm gonna look around here first. Nothing here. Excuse me, Watson. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press Q to observe the object more closely. What did I run past? Oh. Wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh. Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Oh.
A small navy spyglass.
That's cool. Nothing here.
A scrap of Hessian.
What?
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
To see your imagination nose, interact with the nose to begin. I guess I can't do anything yet. I guess I gotta look at more stuff.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Okay. Then maybe this here.
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
The ashes are long since cold.
That's weird.
No air coming through it. Is this a Tanifar, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Looks like a little dragon.
Either way, it's giving me chills. Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
No air coming through it. This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Oh, right there.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
That's odd. Yeah, but what does this do? Maybe I have to go ask him? Watson, move! Cloth and chimney.
Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this?
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Okay.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Okay, but Ooh. Knee print. Hiding? Uh-oh.
Looks like a knee print. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Chewing tobacco. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Don't know what I'm doing. I don't think it was the servant because the guy said that he only ate, like he had all the cabbage he could eat. So, I mean, that makes me think that he didn't, you know, that he only ate like cabbage and stuff like that, not necessarily like meat.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
So then it was somebody else then.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent. Are you joking? Why would I know this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you
There we
happen
go.
to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Okay, so it wasn't him hiding out with the chewing tobacco. It had to be somebody else. So somebody else. There's a key right there. Fresh tracks in the garden. What could have made them? Moldy, broken, not used recently. There's a broken old cart in the garden, but it is unlikely to have been used recently. Okay. Is it the key here that I saw? Yep. Unusual for bent to the left. Key print missing. Okay. Then trail. Pin. There are fresh parallel tracks in the garden. There's a broken old cart in the garden, but it's unlikely to have been used. But didn't I already look at this? Ooh. Grass and the go here often used. Pile of logs
Someone
fallen.
moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
The logs near the shack are in shambles, as if someone had dropped them. There are similar tracks near his shack. A garden cart was usually kept under the rain cover. Hang on, I'm gonna unpin it. There. Could have been. Okay, so it doesn't match up with what I have here. Got it. Wait, it matches up with this, but not with this. Okay. Watson, move! Oh. Wait, then who does it... Is it this one? There we go.
Surveying from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Okay, but why did he do that, though? That's the problem.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
Well, he's mean.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I
there's
only
more.
arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Yeah.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him.
Oh.
And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Oh, I don't like him. I really don't. He's a jerk. I got the key now, so I should be able to go right through the door. There we go. That way. Where'd the tracks go? Oh no.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
What?
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather. Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Could be.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Okay, so did he go this way or?
A large pile of horse droppings.
Ew.
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
You gotta be kidding me. Is that something?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Come on. Got it. Was kidnapped by a sailor. A particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to one conclusion. Kimahir, how do you pronounce his name? Abductor is a sailor. Got it. All evidence points to the port of London. We now know that the guy's kidnapper is most likely a sailor. That his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent accident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find the guy, we must head to the port of London. There's no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
You talk to him? You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything. Yeah, sure.
The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
I completed chapter 1. The Blood Red Knight. Chapter 2. Port of London. That was fun.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued?
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
to whom I'm grateful. But without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods. To wit, we must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimmy here?
Sherlock can ask bystanders about a piece of evidence. Press C to open the casebook, pin the evidence with X, and then speak to someone. Try it now with a calling card. Interesting. That's cool. This is a really fun game because it is way different than the other Sherlock Holmes games that I've played. And it seems like it's a little more attentive to like paying more like attentive to like detail. And like being able to ask bystanders about what happened and all that stuff, that's really cool.